Hello my dear and valuable friends, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Titivik, and today we're going to talk about rejection for women. Why women shouldn't chase or pursue or in any way approach and try to get a man, because she will always get rejected, and a rejection can have an incredibly influential influence on the body of a woman, on her behavior, on her self-esteem, self-confidence, and also affect the way she sees the men in the future, and as well actually determine what type of relationship she will have with a man. Before we start, I want to tell you that you can book one-to-one consultation with me. You can order online courses that I provide, or you can watch my other videos and enjoy and find something helpful for yourself. And thank you for your donations. All links are linked below. So let's start. I think a lot of women don't realize this subject, and sometimes they don't understand why things are not going the way they want things to go. And I will tell you the reason of all the problems in a woman's life is a problem of low self-esteem. You see that even in the animal nature, you see that they always choose the strongest one. Especially female, she always mates with the strongest male. And male in the animalistic nature, in the animal world, they always try to impress a woman. They try to gain the attention of a woman so they can mate with the best woman, so they can spread their seed with the best mate. So somehow animals who have no degrees, no brain, live purely on their instincts. They know they need to mate with the best. Yet we women, who are incredibly beautiful, gorgeous, have careers, have businesses, have the money, have the abilities, have the degrees, have the incredible beauty in every aspect of our body and inside, we give a chance for a waiter to talk to us. If we would be an animal, a female, we would never talk to that type of animal. We would talk with a higher mate. Successful women are dating men in prison, sending money to prison, dating and talking to truck drivers, FaceTiming with the bin collectors. I don't understand who hit your head that you are doing this. Because obviously you have amnesia, you have forgotten who you are. We need to check you to the hospital. And we need to take you to emergency room. Don't even wait for tomorrow's appointment. Let's check what happened to your brain, because clearly you have lost your crown. You hit your head somewhere and the crown has slipped from your head. You have forgotten that you are divinely created, beautiful woman. You are a divinity. You have a natural creator ability. You can create life, give life. You have forgotten you are a princess, you are a queen. You have forgotten how beautiful you are, how smart you are, how valuable you are, and what you deserve. And you are hanging out with these drug dealers, with these cheap guys who have no money, with the students, with these men who are saying, oh yes, I just made a business, after 10 years I will be somebody. Or people who work in hotels, who open the doors, work as concierges or drivers. You're talking to these taxi person. You have clearly lost your mind, because those men cannot provide a lifestyle you want. They cannot even pay for themselves. They live on a minimum wage, and they're sharing the apartment with other 5 people who they never seen in their life. And you are giving that man a chance to hold your hand in the public, and you're kissing him after first date in the car. What is your number? Let me call you, take you to the doctors, because clearly you have lost your mind. Women don't understand that by doing that, they automatically reject themselves. This subject about rejection is incredibly, incredibly deep. There is no first or second point. That is harming yourself. I want you to understand, when you are getting rejected, every time when you approach a man, every time when you try to chase a man or pursue a man in any way, you are damaging your femininity. Everything that I just described, the animal world, the way that you feel, the biggest problem that women have in a relationship, that all can be summarized in one word: damaging your femininity. That you need to understand very clearly, that every time when you are chasing a man, you're damaging your femininity. What does that mean? That simply means that you are stepping in to be a progressor, to be the masculine energy in that situation. So we are wired very simply. The human body is incredibly complex, but when you look at certain things, has the most beautiful simplicity. And the logic in this is this: when you are using your masculine energy, in that moment, your feminine energy is put on sleep. You cannot be masculine and feminine in the same time. It's the same time I cannot be happy and sad. How is that possible? You can have one emotion at the time. Yes, you can cry when you're happy. When your child is born, you're going to cry, but that doesn't mean that you're sad. It's just the tears of happiness. That's what we name them. You cannot love somebody and you hate them. We have made it very modern that, yeah, love-hate relationship is fun. That is not fun and it doesn't exist. Love is a pure positive, is a vibrant energy, is a decision. You cannot say you love and you hate somebody, because those two do not go together. It's saying that I have lights on right now, but it's dark in the room. That doesn't make any sense, because we know by the laws of electricity that doesn't exist. If I turn the light on, darkness fades automatically. If you've seen, like, when it's getting lighter in the morning, the night disappears because the light appears. I speak in poems. So the same is with you. You have to understand that as a woman, you damage your femininity every time when you're trying to chase a man or approach a man. You're not built for that. And very interesting thing, I have started thinking about it lately, that women actually are not built for rejection. Let's analyze this a little bit in depth. You see, the thing is, men are naturally born hunters. I will tell you that we women, we will never truly understand what it means to be a hunter, because we are not built to be hunters. We will never truly understand what men go through when he's chasing us or pursuing us, because we are not men and we're not supposed to be men. He needs to do his thing and we need to be the one who is getting chased. When you as a woman think that you need to be empowered, you have forgotten that actually you have powerful elements in you just because you're a woman. You don't need to be empowered. You don't need society to tell you that you're equal to the men. That's offensive. For somebody to tell me that I'm equal to men, that's offensive. I don't want to be equal to men. I want to be a woman. I want to be the feminine energy in the house. I don't want to be equal to a man. I want him to be the one who takes care of me. I don't want to take care of a man. I don't want to be equal with him and work with him. I don't want to wake up earlier than him, because obviously women, we need to have more time to get ready and do our hair and makeup. Don't want to wake up earlier than him, go to the job equally with him and come home after the job with him. No, if I have a man, I don't work. I can do my hobbies, I can do my passion, I can go have my dance class, I can go hang out with my girlfriends and go shopping, but I'm not going to be working full time. Otherwise, I will not need a man. It's so simple. If my life is not improving, then I don't need a man. I can be miserable by myself. And you know what is very important for you to understand? That actually women are happier when they're alone, because they don't need to help a man to build his life. They don't need to become a mother. The only time when I will agree to have a man in my life is when I know he does something good to me. He brings something more in my life. I benefit from him. Otherwise, there is no point to let a grown man in your life if you're going to continue raising him. If he's not done being raised, you don't need him. You're a grown-up woman. And you know, it doesn't depend on the age. I would say if you're a young woman in your 20s, go for older men who actually already are established. And if you are a woman in your 30s or 40s, then definitely go for older men, because young men don't have things together. You will just lose your time with them. So now let's dive in even more in this rejection subject, because I have not really seen any video that talks about this. All I see is this modernization of women going, chasing, get your things, fight for your rights. And that actually makes us less feminine, because femininity, natural feminine, pure golden feminine energy doesn't need to fight. Do I need to fight in here to prove my point? No. It's a beautiful video. I have a beautiful setup for you. I look beautiful for you. I have a beautiful voice and beautiful energy. You just come here and enjoy my presence. If you like it, you can stay. If you don't like it, you can watch some other video. But I'm not trying to prove you anything. I'm not trying to fight with you. I'm here to share, to help, to advise, to guide you. And you can feel that, you know, some videos when you turn them in, the first greeting is so loud that you are like, hi guys, welcome. Hold on a second. Oh, my ears. Why are you shouting? They're so loud. They're trying to sell themselves so badly that it actually repels you. It's so nice to click on somebody's channel who is not shouting. Have you noticed I'm very calm? I'm not shouting in any way, because it's natural for me. I like my voice very much. I think it's very soft and elegant and very feminine voice. I am not trying to make my voice louder to get your attention. You see, what I believe is that I will attract the right viewers for my videos who want to improve their lives, become better, and improve the quality of their life. And I noticed that the biggest spiritual teachers, the best philosophers, the best teachers in the world are actually very humble, quiet, peaceful, patient, and kind. You need to understand the spiritual energy is very peaceful and kind. You cannot force people to listen to you by shouting and pointing fingers at them. You can only share who you are, and the right people will be attracted to you. So rejection for a woman is showing and alerting that something that she's doing is wrong. Every time when you approach a man, be ready to be rejected. Every time when you pursue a man, be ready to be rejected, because it's unnatural for a real masculine man to be pursued by men. He will reject you. Sooner or later, he will reject you if he is a real man. Real masculine, traditional, classy, manly men don't like to be pursued. They don't like to be chased after. They don't like a woman to call them. They don't want a woman to initiate the first step. Why? Because they are real men. Real men have their instincts together. It repels them because they feel as they are women. They get offended. It's the biggest disrespect for a masculine man to be approached by a woman. It is disrespectful for him. He's like, don't you see I am the one who is wearing the pants? Don't you see I have the masculine part in my body? Don't you see I am the man? Why are you coming to talk to me? Do you know that I don't like you? Do you know I'm married? Do you know that I lost all interest in you, even if I am single? I lost interest because you took the masculine role and you took my job away from me. I am the hunter, and I am such a good hunter. I am a businessman. I'm wealthy, I'm successful, I can get any girl I want. And here you come, throw yourself at me. I'm not interested. And that's when a woman gets rejected. And the thing is, why I talk about the rejection is when a woman gets rejected, actually that is detrimental for her self-esteem. Because when a man is rejecting you that you're trying to pursue, you think something is wrong with you. You think you did something that is not right. You think you're not worthy, and your confidence level goes down. You start disrespecting yourself, and you start finding faults in yourself. The only thing you should have done to prevent all those things accumulating in your mind, harming yourself and lowering your self-confidence, is you shouldn't approach the man in the first place. That's why I always say we cause the biggest problems for ourselves. We are our biggest enemies. If you see a man that you like, you can nod, you can smile, but you are not going to approach him, you're not going to talk to him, you're never asking his number. If he asks your number, you're never calling him. You are never sending him a first text. So if a man takes your number and never reaches out and waits for you to do the step, that means he's not really interested in you. Try to understand this truth. He is not interested. A man who is interested in you and has your number will not text you. Oh yes, he will. Sometimes I even watch and when they text me, I don't reply. Then after a few hours, they text again. And then after a few minutes, text again. I'm like, you chasing me? That's how it's supposed to be. But a man who has your number, who sees you constantly and doesn't do nothing, forget about it. Bye-bye. Forget about it. So the first biggest aspect, now we have understood that damages your femininity. And I want you to understand in here that you just need to understand only this one aspect and your life will improve. There are no 10 steps in this video, and in my videos, if you watch me, if you are my fan, you know that I don't give huge list of things because a human brain can't memorize that. You just need to have 1, 2, I would say maximum 3. I would say 5 is as well okay, but not more than 5 different steps and advices because it's impossible for you to remember. Now you see, if you turn this video off and you say, what was this video about? You can really easily remember because there was only one thing for you to remember. Every time when you chase a man, every time when you approach a man, you try to pursue a man and try to make things happen, you damage your femininity. It's like scars in your heart. It's like you poke your own body, your own self-esteem. And it is very easy for you to remember because it was only one point to remember. And next time when you get rejection, think about the rejection in a little bit different way. Understand that women and men are not made the same. Man is created and built to be rejected because that is part of hunting. He is a true hunter. Rejection doesn't matter to him because you need to understand, for a man to sleep with a woman doesn't take anything. He doesn't have any emotions towards us. He doesn't feel any love or any affection. It is for him an exercise. He doesn't get the exercise with you, he will get with somebody else. And it will not matter for him. He will forget her name, forget even how she looked, only will remember the satisfaction he got, and then he forgets about everything else. You have to understand, men are different with intimacy. Men love women differently than women love men. Men differently accept rejection because they're built for rejection, because they're hunters. So as you can see, men do everything completely different than a woman. So you have to comprehend today that you are not equal to men. You're not built to be rejected by men. That's why stop approaching, stop, delete all the movies, all the videos, all the articles, all pictures, screenshots of society, media, social media trying to influence you to become a man, because you are not built to be a hunter. You're built to be a receiver. When you hunt, you will get rejected because a masculine man will always reject a woman. That is natural instinct kicking in him saying, no, I am the man. Why are you approaching me? No, you're not getting anything. And that slap that he gives you emotionally, physically, spiritually will make you suffer. make you suffer like in hell. That's why a lot of women are suffering, having addictions, not coming out of their houses, because they've been rejected by men. Why they were being rejected by men? Because they were taking on masculine role, trying to be equal, trying to pursue men, trying to approach men, trying to text first. I will never call. My men, I don't call. If you want, you call me. I don't call my man. I know where he is. He knows where I am. He is the one who will call me during the day, ask something about me, and then I always have a task. Can you please bring this? Can you stop at this shop and bring this? Can you? I always give some task. You know, man has to work. I will never pick up the phone and call. Never. Because I don't need to do that. That's a masculine trait. I never call and ask where you are. I never try to control where you're coming home. I'm a woman. He needs to be the one who's worried where I am, because I am the prize. He needs to worry, my God, where is she? Everybody will look at her. What if other men approaches her? What if other men can give her more than I can? He's the one who needs to worry. I have nothing to worry about. I have me. I already look beautiful. I don't have anything to worry about. So I want you to release this energy of masculinity. I want you to stop damaging your feminine nature, your femininity. I want you to fully stop any steps that you're doing towards the men and realize that rejection influences you immensely. Rejection can break you so hardly that you don't want to date anymore, that you don't want to work anymore, you don't want to wake up in the mornings. And very often when I work with women, every time that the relationship doesn't work out, it's because they pursue the man. And then he was not very keen with them, but they were trying hard and getting exhausted. And I said to many of my clients, I said, you are going to be burning out. You know, you will burn out eventually because you are designed as a woman. You're not designed to pursue men. And a lot of women say, yes, I'm the one who works. Yes, I'm the one who books the restaurants. Yes, I'm the one who calls. I said, stop doing that. You're doing all masculine roles. And then one woman said to me, but if I don't do it, there are no men left. Nobody wants me. I said, here you are wrong. When you stop being masculine, you will naturally attract a masculine man. You feel there are no men because you are becoming a man. Of course there will be no men because they run from you. I want you to understand, dear ladies, there are hundreds and thousands of men, single men out there, who have their things together, who are wealthy enough to provide for you and for your children, who are going to be in love with your body shape, with your color, with your race, with your all beautiful, unique things that you have inside of yourself. And I want you to start believing in love. I want you to start dating really masculine men and releasing all the anger from all the rejection that you have ever received. Remember that rejection for women and men are different. Men are built to be rejected by women, by society. That is normal. That is part of their masculinity and hunting instincts. It builds them to be more confident. For a woman, it's quite opposite. Rejection ruins woman's identity. It damages her femininity and destroys her faith in manhood. So dear woman, let's take our power back. Let's remain feminine. Let the man pursue you. Let the man be the one who approaches you first, texts you first, calls you first, asks you out first, spoils you. Let the man to chase you, to have his own natural instincts satisfied. Let him hunt after you. That is a natural being. That is not playing games. That is actually being in a natural feminine state. I wish you to become more feminine today, learn what rejection really means, and take care of your femininity. That's the biggest power you have. Thank you so much for watching, and remember to smile today and enjoy your life.